Henshaws, hints and tips.
We know that being disabled can come with extra costs. Whether it's purchasing specialized equipment, covering transport expenses, or hiring a support worker or personal assistant, these additional costs can add up. In this video, we've outlined various financial support options available to help you manage these expenses. Personal Independence Payment, PIP, is a benefit designed to help you cover the additional costs that can come with being disabled. Eligibility is based on how well you can manage certain tasks, which are split into two categories: daily living and mobility. If you have sight loss, you might be eligible if you find it difficult to plan and follow a route without support, or if you need help accessing visual information. Applying starts with completing an application form. This form is quite detailed and can feel a bit overwhelming. We can refer you to organizations that can support you with this. The RNIB also has a fantastic PIP toolkit with helpful prompts for answering each question. In addition to the form, you'll need to submit relevant evidence. This can include your CVI, but we recommend also sending in any other documents that support your application. This could be letters from an ophthalmologist or eye specialist, or award letters from other support schemes like Access to Work. Once you submit your application, the DWP may ask you to attend an assessment to discuss it in more detail. After that, they will get in touch with their decision. Disability Living Allowance, DLA, helps you care for a child under 16 who is disabled, including if they are visually impaired. DLA is split into two parts, care and mobility. To apply, you'll need to fill in a claim form. Once you submit your application, the DWP will usually contact you within 3 weeks regarding how long a decision will take. Attendance allowance is a benefit that can support you if you are of state pension age or older and are disabled, resulting in you needing support from another person. You will receive attendance allowance at a higher or lower rate, depending on the level of support you need. To claim, you can fill in a form either online or by post. Once the DWP receives your claim, you will hear within 3 weeks when to expect a decision. Attendance allowance also means you may be able to claim other benefits: housing benefit, extra pension credit, and a council tax reduction. If you're not happy with the outcome of your PIP, DLA, or attendance allowance application, don't worry. You have the right to ask for a mandatory reconsideration. Access to Work helps you or your employer cover extra costs to ensure you have the right support in the workplace. For those with sight loss, this might include specialist equipment and software, travel to and from work, and even the employment of a support worker. Access to Work operates on a reimbursement basis. Once your support is in place, either you or your employer will need to purchase the equipment or services first, and then you can claim the money back. Employment and Support Allowance, ESA, is available to help cover extra living costs if being disabled affects how much you can work. You can still work while claiming ESA, but you need to work fewer than 16 hours a week and earn less than £183.50 weekly. To qualify for ESA, you must have worked previously and paid enough national insurance contributions. You can apply for ESA either online or by phone. If you're eligible, the DWP arrange an appointment with a work coach at your local job centre plus. This is usually over the phone, though they may arrange an in-person appointment for you if necessary. If your claim is unsuccessful, the DWP will explain why, and you have the right to request a mandatory reconsideration. If you're registered severely sight impaired, you can apply for blind person's allowance. This allows you to earn more than the standard allowance before paying income tax. All you need is certification from your doctor or ophthalmologist confirming your registration as severely sight impaired, and to be registered severely sight impaired with your local council. If you're married or in a civil partnership and don't use all your allowance, you can transfer it to your spouse or partner, even if they aren't blind. Disabled Students Allowance is a fantastic scheme for undergraduate and postgraduate students who need extra support if they're disabled. If you have sight loss, DSA can help cover the cost of specialist equipment, software, and even non-medical helpers like a mobility trainer or note-taker. It can also support your travel to and from university. For some, living independently may include having support from another person. Your local authority can either arrange the support for you or offer direct payments. After social services determine you need support, direct payments give you control over decisions and allow you to organize and pay for the services yourself. If you have sight loss, you might be eligible for a discount on your council tax if your home meets certain criteria. You can apply through your local authority. It's a good idea to check with them directly for the specific eligibility criteria and application process. Carer's allowance is for those who care for a disabled person for at least 35 hours a week. If you earn more than £151 a week after tax, national insurance and expenses, you won't be able to claim it. The person you care for must also be receiving certain benefits, such as the daily living component of PIP, the middle or higher rate of the care component of DLA, or attendance allowance. Links to more information are in the description of this video, including our resource of all concessions and benefits.
Henshaws, Beyond Expectations. Our charity supports people living with sight loss and a range of disabilities to achieve their ambitions and live independent, fulfilled lives. Donate today at henshaws.org.uk/donate.